Picture this. It's a warm summer's day in California. You step outside, but instead of bright blue skies, the sun glows a strange orange behind a wall of haze. The air smells like smoke. It's hard to breathe, hard to ignore, and even harder to forget. This isn't just bad weather. This is climate change in action. Now imagine the opposite. Clear skies, steady jobs, and affordable energy that doesn't destroy the planet we live on. This isn't a fantasy. This is the future promised by California Senate Bill 100, or SB 100, our state's commitment to generate clean, carbon-free energy by 2045. Today, I'll show you why SB 100 isn't just smart policy. It's a moral, economic, and environmental necessity. I'll defend my argument using factual evidence, cause, sign reasoning, parallel case, and authority, from real research and credible voices. So, let's start with the facts. The National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration's 2022 Climate Change Annual Report found that the Earth's average temperature has already risen by 1.1 degrees Celsius from the late 19th century, primarily from carbon emissions from burning fossil fuels. In California, this number isn't abstract. This means longer droughts, deadlier wildfires, and rising sea levels that directly affect coastal cities. We see and feel these consequences every year. SB 100 tackles this directly by replacing harmful fossil fuels with renewable energy sources like wind, solar, and hydroelectric. And it's working. The U.S. Department of Energy's 2022 Energy and Employment Report found that over 500,000 Californians are already working in clean air industries, more than double those working in fossil fuels. So renewable energy isn't just cleaning our air, it's fueling our economy. Now, let's talk about the cause, the why behind the results. SB 100 sets legally binding targets requiring power companies to transition away from coal and oil and toward renewable energy sources. When you replace dirty energy with clean energy, you directly reduce emissions. Stanford engineer Mark Jacobson found that, writing in the Journal of Renewable Energy in 2022, found that fully transitioning to renewable energy sources could reduce emission costs by over 60% over time from lower fuel and health-related expenses. Now that's huge. Clean energy that doesn't just cost less, but also saves lives. And yes, California's emission reductions can also be attributed to other causes. Electric vehicles, conservation efforts, and local regulations all contribute to reducing emissions. But renewable energy is the foundation holding all of that progress together. Without it, none of the others could succeed. Now let's look at the signs. How do we know that this transition is really happening? We can see the signs everywhere. The growing number of clean energy jobs, the rise in solar panels on homes, and the shift in public opinion are all signs that renewable energy is becoming the new normal. A 2023 Pew Research Center survey found that over 69% of Americans support transitioning to renewable energy sources. That's not just political, it's cultural. When both the data and the people are going in the same direction, that's a powerful sign that change is working. Sure, public opinion can shift, but the overall trend is clear. California and Americans want clean and sustainable power. So, let's hear from the people who study this every day. The Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, or the IPCC, the world's most respected climate change organization, stated in its 2023 Climate Assessment Report that rapid and sustained reductions in greenhouse gases are essential to limit warnings to 1.5 degrees Celsius. SB 100 answers that call directly. It aligns state policy with the global scientific consensus. When the top scientists in the world say that change needs to occur, and California listens, that is leadership. Now, we can also look to a parallel case in Norway, where 98% of the country's energy already comes from clean, renewable energy sources. This proves that a full, clean energy grid is not only possible, but also practical. If a small country with freezing winters can do it, there's no reason that California, one of the most innovative economies in the world, can't. So, let's return to the image from the beginning. A sky filled with smoke or a sky filled with light. SB 100 is the choice between those two futures. We've seen the facts. The science is undeniable. We've seen the cause. Renewable energy directly cuts emissions. We've seen the science. Cleaner air, job growth, and public consensus. And we've heard from authority, the world's leading scientists, economics, and engineers telling us that this path works. California has always been a state that leads in technology, in culture, and now in climate action. SB 100 isn't just environmental law. It's a statement of who we are and what we believe. So the real question isn't whether we can afford to act, it's whether we can afford not to. Thank you.